Hey, what's going on, my friend? My name's Dave Sharp. I'm the CEO, the founder, and I'm going to be the one who's going to be taking you through this 15-day online business builder challenge. Now, I'm excited that you're here, and I'm going to save you a little bit of time from hearing about me and my story and the story of the company, because you're going to learn a lot about me, my background, where I've come from, what I've accomplished, all of those things, as well as throughout this training, you're going to hear from our students, which is really important, because what you really are here for is learn how to take your life and your business to the next level. So you're going to be hearing from a lot of people who have gotten phenomenal results with our training, and you've maybe even heard from some of those people up until this point. So let's get right into it. What do you say? I'm excited, and I hope that you are too. So I hope that you're distraction free. If you're on Facebook or you're on YouTube listening or watching cute cat videos or something like that, make sure that you shut all of that stuff out, because I promise you that you are not going to want to miss a word of what I have to say. What you're going to learn here today and in the upcoming days is truly has the power to revolutionize your life. Whether you're brand new, whether you're completely inexperienced and you just somehow stumbled upon our video and our company and our training, or if you're somebody who's a little experienced or maybe even has a 6-figure or even a 7-figure online marketing business, I'm going to show you how to take that to the next level. Mainly and specifically, I'm going to teach you how to start your own, what I call a freelance digital marketing business. And specifically, that freelance marketing business is going to market and sell high-ticket products. And the reason why that is because we're going to make sure that the business that you start actually makes you profits, okay? One of the biggest problems that I see and mistakes that I see people make is they start businesses that they're really passionate about, but the profit margins are not there. And let me tell you something. You can love your business. You can be passionate about it. It can be doing something that you're absolutely in love with. But at the end of the day, if you're not making money with it, then, as I've heard in an old song, if it doesn't make dollars, it doesn't make sense, right? So what I'm going to teach you how to do is to leverage a high-ticket business model inside of your freelance business to not only create one income stream, but also how to create multiple income streams. Now, before we get to me breaking down what the top high-ticket online business models are for you to take advantage of, I first need to educate you on some of the fundamentals of online marketing. Some of the things that are really important for you to be able to understand before we move in to actually learning how to use the blueprint. I need to introduce you to some of the tools. I'm going to relate this a little bit back to my construction career. This is exactly what I did before I got into this business. I would go and I would remodel bathrooms. I was a carpenter and a little bit of a plumber. And my dad, he was the one who taught me how to do that business. And he would introduce me to the tools, and I'd get a hammer and I'd start swinging, and he'd say, "Slow down, son. I need to teach you how to use not only the tool, but also how to actually build the house and how to look at the blueprint." So a little bit of these first couple of days is going to be about the tools, and then on the next lesson, we're going to get into the actual blueprint, because if you want to really be successful, you got to both know how to use the tools, and you also need to understand how to read blueprints, right? Because if you don't understand how to read blueprints and how to implement a blueprint, then you're always just going to be a simple laborer who only knows how to swing a hammer. All right, so let's jump into the first important lesson you're going to want to understand before we move on, and that's the difference between a website and a sales funnel. Since the beginning of the internet, when you talk about your business, people always ask you, do you have a website? And it's really awesome to have a website so you can take orders if somebody is ready to buy. The problem is most people don't come to your website ready to buy. They need to be sold on why your product is the best solution for their problem and why they need to take action to buy it right now. So let me illustrate this point with a story. John, he has an awesome secret family recipe barbecue sauce that he wants to sell. Now, normally John would pay thousands of dollars to have a website built, and usually After someone like John has his beautiful website built, he ends up sitting around and wondering why his website that he paid thousands of dollars for isn't converting any sales. And the answer is because websites aren't really designed for making sales, but sales funnels are. So John runs into some smart marketers online who teach him about sales funnels, and he sets one up. The first page of his sales funnel is a lead capture page where John offers the visitor a free gift in exchange for their email address. We call this free gift a lead magnet, something like a short 2-page PDF called the 5 Secret Barbecue Recipes That'll Make Your Taste Buds Explode. Now, John can follow up via email even if the person doesn't buy anything from him right away, and this is smart since email will top 3 billion users worldwide by 2020, and studies report for every $1 spent on email marketing, a whopping $44 is made in return. Now, once they've opted in for John's free gift, John emails them the free gift, and he also takes them to a sales page. This is where he's going to pitch them on all the ways that they can transform their basic meat into a southern treat with his secret family recipe barbecue sauce. In his sales video, he shows people how to prepare the meat, cook it, and even what the finished product looks like. Another tip to make any sales page convert more sales is that there should be no other distractions on the page for the visitor to click around and get lost or confused by, because a confused or distracted person will never buy. Well, good news, because John offered so much value up front with such a clear and compelling pitch to buy his barbecue sauce, his sales funnel is converting a good percentage of people who come through it. Now, most people would stop right there to celebrate, but smart marketers know better. With advertising prices going up every year and competition getting stiffer, marketing legends like Dan Kennedy have prepared us to win in this exact situation by teaching us that whoever can pay the most to acquire a customer wins. So let's say that John makes $10 profit on every bottle after he covers his hard cost to make each bottle of barbecue sauce. But he has to pay on average $20 in advertising to generate each sale. Oh no, he's upside down $10 on every bottle. John and thousands of other businesses like his would be out of business in no time with these margins. But that's where having a sales funnel gets exciting, because after the initial purchase, we ask ourselves, what would be the next obvious thing to offer a customer who just bought our product? Like, what would they need or want that would make their purchase more complete or convenient or add more value? In the case of John's secret family recipe barbecue sauce business, the next obvious offer to make an upsell with would be a discount for buying multiple bottles, like buy 6 bottles and get 1 free. Let's say that 30% of people take that multi-bottle upsell. Now, for every 10 customers that came through, 3 of them bought the upsell, and John was able to collect around an extra $150 in profit with no extra work. So, let's recap. To get 10 customers, it cost him $200 in advertising. He made $100 on the initial 10 customers' purchases. At this point, he's still $100 in the negative. But 3 of his new customers took his upsell to buy 5 additional bottles and get 1 free, so John made an additional $150 in profit, which took him from a $100 loss on those 10 customers to now profiting $50. A sales funnel, it allows us to have the best possible chance to make money on a new customer, or at the very least, break even on their initial purchase after we cover the cost of our ads. So we've essentially generated a customer for free. And now anything else that customer purchases from us in the future is all profit. The mistake most people make is they try to make all their money on that first initial sale, when really the key is to have that initial sale just break even on your advertising cost. That way you know for a fact that you're able to generate more and more customers for free And then on the back end, you can focus on maximizing your profits. So after a month, John, he emails all his new customers and he says, hey, I hope you loved my barbecue sauce. And if you did, and if you want to get set up on a subscription for me to send you a new bottle every single month, you can sign up and do that right now. And a percentage of those people will want to do that, and every dollar that he makes at that point is all profit. All made possible because John utilized a sales funnel to make it all happen. Now you might be thinking at this point, wow, this is cutting edge stuff. But the truth is, sales funnels have been used all over the world by almost every successful company that you know. McDonald's, for example, they spend millions of dollars in advertising to get you in the door to spend $1 on a hamburger. Then once you're at the register, they ask, would you like fries and a Coke with that? And before you know it, you planned on spending $1 on a hamburger and it turned into 10 and you're leaving with a full-blown bellyache. Dentists, they do the same thing. They might advertise a free teeth cleaning. And then once you come in, they sell you braces and crowns and teeth whitening services, and you leave with another checkup scheduled for 6 months from now. I think one of the best sales funnels of all time is Disney World. You buy a ticket for a reasonably affordable price, and not only does every single sip of water or bite of food cost you a premium, but after every ride, you get shot out into a gift shop where you and your kids are all bombarded with an onslaught of toys and action figures and clothing items, along with a special deal to buy those photos that they secretly took of your shocked face on the ride that you just got off. You may not be used to noticing sales funnels all around you all the time, but they're there and being cleverly used by the most successful companies in the world. Only now, you're going to learn to profit from them instead of just being sold by them. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about, now that we've learned a little bit about the tool that we're going to use to actually sell stuff, okay? Not only to sell stuff, but also to convert traffic into leads and then convert those leads into sales. As you can see, a sales funnel is extraordinarily effective at doing that because it's clear, it's got a specific purpose at each step, and it's an amazing, amazing sales tool that if you're not using today as a business owner, no matter if you're utilizing one of the business models that we're going to teach you, or even if you're just a brick and mortar business owner, if you're not utilizing a sales funnel, trust me, you're leaving sales on the table. All right, so let's jump into the next important lesson you want to understand before we move on, and that is the power of a value ladder. A value ladder is a complicated and powerful sales and marketing strategy, but I'm going to make it really simple for you to understand. Remember when I said earlier that the goal of a sales funnel is to break even on the front end and you make all your profit on the back end? Well, this is where your value ladder comes in. Think of your value ladder simply as your product line. The more value that one of your products provides, the higher the price is. Now let's take Apple, for example. They've always sold computers, but Apple really exploded in 2007 when Steve Jobs announced the release of the very first iPhone. Now, everyone had a little bit of a lower price product they could enter Apple's value ladder of products at. Because once they owned an iPhone, they realized they might want to switch over from their other computer and get an Apple computer. Nowadays, Apple's value ladder is much more complex. It's probably the most brilliant value ladder ever created. Most people will start off with an iPhone and then slowly migrate up the value ladder to buying an iPad. Then they make the switch to getting all Mac laptops and iMac desktop computers. And before they know it, they're fully integrated into their entire ecosystem with Apple TV, Apple Music, and Apple Pay. By creating a lower price product at the bottom of their value ladder, Apple created a doorway for customers to buy all their other high-ticket and subscription services. When you combine the power of a good sales funnel with a value ladder of products that offer more and more value at higher ticket price points, you get something magical that's truly the secret sauce for even the average person to succeed selling products and services online. Now, What I want to do is I want to show you another real life example of the value ladder actually in action. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you onto my computer screen, I'm going to draw some circles, and I'm going to help you understand this concept even further. All right, so here we go. We are looking at a diagram of an online sales funnel. And I'm going to explain all of these pieces to this funnel here in a second. Understand that there's going to be some things that I explain here that we're going to get deeper into in future lessons. Okay, so just roll with me. I'm literally throwing you right into the frying pan so you can get as much value and information right from day one. Okay, so you're really drinking from a water hose here, so very, very different than most other learning environments that you're probably used to. But I want to make sure that we can get you through this challenge in your business launched and into profit as soon as possible. So these are really essential concepts that you need to understand. First and foremost, again, what we're looking at is we're looking at an online sales funnel. Particularly what we're looking at is we're looking at an affiliate online sales funnel, okay? One of the different business models that you can run as a freelance digital marketer is actually affiliate marketing. Now I'm going to teach you specifically how to do affiliate marketing the right way, because I will tell you straight up right now, the majority of people who do affiliate marketing do it the wrong way. We'll get more into that later. But the thing that you see here over on the left-hand side is this is traffic source. So the traffic is really the first part of any system, of any sales funnel that happens online. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to drive traffic to a sales funnel. That traffic can come from email, it can come from Facebook, maybe Facebook Lives or organic posts, or it can come from Facebook ads. Instagram the same way. No matter where your traffic's coming from, we're always going to be driving traffic into what's called an opt-in page, okay? What is the purpose of an opt-in page? Very simply, the purpose is to collect an email address. Not only so we can immediately follow up with somebody, but so we can build something that's called your digital database, okay? And by having a digital database, the beautiful thing that you get to do is you get to send emails to people ongoing until they either unsubscribe or become raving fans. Now, the reason why it's so important at the very beginning to collect somebody's email address in exchange for them continuing through and learning or finding out more about what you have to offer is because we know from being in marketing sales for as long as we have, and trust me, I didn't invent this statistic, that the majority of people buy after 5 to 12 exposures to your product or service. So if you're not collecting the email address and you're not following up with people at a later date, then most likely you're losing out on the majority of the sales that you could potentially be getting. Now, the next thing that's happening here is we're bringing them to what we call a bridge page, to where we're introducing ourselves a little bit, and I'll talk more about that in coming lessons and why this is so important. But then they're moving on to the sales page, okay? They're going to buy something. Typically, they're going to buy something that's, say, low price. Let's just call it, just for an example, $7. Then they're going to immediately go to an upsell page, which let's just say that this is something for $97. And then they're going to come to a thank you page. Now, I want to stop right there, because most people who attempt to do online marketing, whether it be affiliate marketing or any of the other business models out there, there's so many different ones. There's e-commerce, there's creating your own product, there's selling your services online. So many different people have attempted to sell things online, and this is the exact strategy that they take. They say, hey, look, I'm even going to be fancy and I'm going to do it right. I'm going to launch a sales funnel and I'm going to sell my little product right here for $7, $10, $12. I'm going to even implement an upsell. Great, look at me. I'm hot stuff. And then they stop there. They bring somebody to a thank you page and they just go out and try to sell more of their low ticket products. But here's the problem with that, okay? If you look up here, this says the number one purpose for this section right here, from here to here, is one thing and one thing only, and that's simply to pay for your advertising. I want to let that sink in for a second. because so many of you guys, if you've attempted different online marketing ventures before selling lower ticket products and you haven't been able to actually scale your business or even get ahead, the reason why is because you're approaching this completely wrong. Even with the wrong mentality, you simply have the wrong blueprint. The only purpose for these low ticket products right here is to simply pay for your advertising or to break even. As a matter of fact, some companies on the front end between this point and this point actually take a loss. And maybe you've heard of the phrase sometime in the past, loss leader. Well, the reason why a lower ticket front end product is called a loss leader is because you actually sometimes take a loss. Now here's where this gets really sexy and exciting, is that it's absolutely necessary and it's smart to have a sales funnel that sells your lower ticket front end products. Not only does it provide value, but lower ticket products on the front end, and I can tell you this from testing thousands and thousands of different offers of my own and of my clients, that lower price products to a cold audience absolutely converts better. Why? It's common sense, because somebody's going to be that much more apt to spend $1 or $5 or $10 with you than they are going to be to spend $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. I think that that's pretty common sense. We can all agree to that. So it's absolutely necessary and it's intelligent to have lower ticket products on the front end. But again, their purpose is only to pay for your advertising. So where does your profit come from? Well, as you can see on the diagram, the number one purpose of your back end products is to create profit. And here's some examples of those back end products. You've got your subscription products, you've got high ticket products, and then you've got other offers that you could make in the sequence as you bring them through your sales process. You could also be sending emails, making other offers down the road. So these back-end products, these subscription products, these high-ticket products, these other offers that you're making to people down the road, that's where your profit comes from, not from your low-ticket products on the front end. And if you understand this, you're going to save yourself so much time and so much money. And inside of your freelance digital marketing business, you're going to be able to identify, if you want to do affiliate marketing, how to choose affiliate products to promote. If you're going to create your own product, which again, in the next lesson, I'm going to go through several, actually what I call the core 4 business models that not only provide high ticket profits, but also give you high leverage. And these are really, really important things when you're building a business to do right from the start. And as you're seeing me draw this, and as you're seeing me go over this, maybe a lot of light bulbs are going off. Maybe you're scratching your head and it's all making sense why you weren't successful in previous ventures that you did, that you tried. It's not that your heart wasn't in the right place. It's not even that you don't have the potential to be successful, because let me tell you something. If you're here, if you're watching this, look, I know you got that fire in your belly. I know that you want more. But let me tell you something. I know this from my construction days. If you've got a faulty tool or a faulty blueprint that you're working with, there's no way that you're going to be able to build a beautiful house. If your hammer keeps breaking on you, or if somehow somebody gave you the wrong blueprint, right, you're not going to be able to build this beautiful house. You're not going to be able to finish the project. You're not going to be able to be successful. But when you have the right tools and you have the right blueprint, the possibilities are endless. Your success can be limitless. This is what I'm going to do for you throughout this 15-day challenge, is I'm going to show you how to use the right tools and how to have the right blueprint to be successful. Okay, the next thing that I want to do with you is I want to actually bring you into the audience of a live event that we hosted not too long ago, to where I'm talking about this exact topic, and I'm actually breaking down a real-world example for you to show you the power of having a sales funnel that also implements an effective value ladder. Facebook, whether it's email traffic, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Google, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Bing, whether it's whether it's solo ads, you're driving your traffic into what's called a capture page, okay? From the capture page, you're going into a sales page. Simultaneously, you're adding that email address to your digital database or your autoresponder, okay? For those of you who don't understand the need for building a list, that is the value of every company these days. Why is Facebook so valuable? It's because of their data. It's because they can take that data and create these little artificial intelligence, which is what they are. Algorithms are artificial intelligence, to where it's able to somehow know that my wife has a brand new baby and that she wants to look at baby shit. You know what I mean. Somehow they know that I'm involved in this whole online thing. And so I see ads every day, all day, about internet marketing and like all that kind of stuff. Anybody else in that same boat? You just like, holy crap. We see our friends and buddies on the internet all day, trying to sell us shit. Not baby shit, though. Over time, we email those people back to our offers. We also, a portion of those people who go into our funnels will buy immediately. Okay? On the back end is where the real money is. And again, why I have here break even is because the only real purpose of that front end funnel that's selling those there's many different names for it. Tripwire, front end offer, low end, it's the here's the appetizer. You never walk into a restaurant and they say, ready for your T-bone steak and dessert? No, because everybody's going to order a drink. So start off with a drink, right? It's kind of like, going on a date. You guys have all heard that one. Fellas, we've made the mistake before of trying to, hit a home run in the first 2 minutes, right? And she looks at us like we're a pig, really. It's because we were being pigs in that moment, right? But then she slaps us and we snap out of it and we go back into realizing that everybody has to go to first base and second base and third base and then home, okay? And so on the back end, after we put our customers and our traffic through this specific front end process, then we can offer them our premium price products, and that's where you can do that through webinars, or you can do that through a conversation. Now, typically, if you want to sell something for more than $2,000, sometimes even more than $1,000, it requires a human conversation. Okay, it does, because it's not a $20 financial decision. Okay, it's a $5,000 or a $10,000 financial decision. So having that conversation with somebody is 99% of the time necessary, right? And oftentimes what we get a lot is, is this real? Because if somebody finds something on the internet, because there's so much of this social programming that things are a scam or it's not real, and that's, again, somebody being burned. We all got burned, and that's just how they're choosing to show up. Okay? Skeptical. So, hey, is this real? But then it's also, there requires follow-up. There requires relationship building, rapport building. You heard Chad up here yesterday. Sometimes it's 5 calls. Sometimes it's 10 calls. Sometimes it's 11 calls. Okay? Now, the reason why the majority of people avoid the phone is because those calls can be somewhat painful. But if you're good at it, then, and it's what you do every day, then it's not as painful, right? And if you're making money, then obviously it makes it worth it. It's when you're pounding the phones and you're not making any money and you don't really know how to do it is when it sucks. Okay? Would you guys agree with that? Okay. Yes or yes on that? Okay. So let's look at what we call the value ladder. Okay? And the value ladder is it's real simple. Okay? It's real simple. It starts off with maybe something for free, and that's on your landing page. You give away something for free. It's the same in every business. Maybe a free consultation, maybe a free cupcake, maybe a free whatever. It's some sort of a cupcake like at a, like what, I don't know. Anyways, we're moving on. Whatever you're giving them as a here, take me on a test drive. Let us show you that we're willing to give you some value before we ask you for some money. When you go fishing, do you just put a hook down in the? No, you put bait on there, right? So as a salesperson, as a marketer, that is your bait. It's the free thing. And you can give that away on your landing page. You can even give it away on throughout other parts of your funnel, but typically our quote unquote bait, and I know it's like, oh, bait, like, oh, no, but let's just cut through the bullshit. It's like, it's something to get somebody to just nibble, right? Typically what that comes in is the form of like education or knowledge or how-to stuff, right? So on a landing page, maybe somebody's giving away a free video that's going to show you how to make money online, or a free PDF download that's going to show you something about, Facebook traffic or setting up your autoresponder or whatever it is, okay? And then you're going to, ascend those people up the longer, sometimes immediately, but oftentimes the longer they become a customer, they buy more stuff, okay? If they're getting value, okay? And it's sort of the same thing. The problem why most businesses don't, they leave a lot of money on the table is because they don't make other offers to their customers. Maybe it's a money block thing. I don't know. Hey, they feel fine charging somebody $20 or $30, but once we get over 1,000, I feel like I wouldn't pay. So maybe there's a money block thing there. Maybe it's just a lack of marketing knowledge. It could be that too, right? Not knowing, hey man, I could double or triple the size of my business by making a premium priced offer on the back end. Okay, so let me give you an actual behind the scenes look of one of our funnels. Okay, now this is a funnel that we ran in 2016. At the end of 2016, I'm going to give you some numbers for some current stuff that we're doing as well here in a second. But this was one of the funnels, the offers that we ran in 2016. Okay, these particular numbers. Anybody ever seen my simple sign-up system funnel? Okay, so we sold many of you actually are in this event because you came through that funnel. I think you are, Merle, is that right? And you are as well. Tell me your name again, sir. Yeah, right here. Greg. And then Merle, and then Tom, you did too? Okay. So and then Corey, you came through that as well. Now this is very interesting. You came through that as well. Mark. Okay, so this is kind of interesting, right? These guys, a few of them, came through. They bought something for a couple of dollars, right? The front end offer I think was $3.95. I think was the front end offer. We gave away some videos. Great content, huh? Powerful content, especially for a guy who is not an internet marketer like you, Corey, right? I know. I'm talking to you because I know a bit about your story. But being mostly an offline traditional business guy, came from the network marketing space. Not a whole lot of internet marketing knowledge. None. Okay, comes through that simple sign-up system. I was targeting network marketers. Okay, because I know that industry, and so I was teaching them how to make money online or how to build their business online. Corey comes through. I want you guys to listen to this very, very carefully because this is how this works. Okay, Corey comes through, spends $3.95. Did you take any of the other upsells? Okay, he took 2 of the upsells, and then he comes through. Did you attend the Master of Enrollment workshop or no? Okay, so he didn't take the $1,000 Master of Enrollment workshop upsell. Okay, then all of a sudden we start Duplicate Dave at the beginning of 2017. He comes in. He enrolls in Duplicate Dave for $5,000, right? Because we've got a 50% pre-launch special right now. Comes in, no internet marketing knowledge whatsoever. Comes in, and you're at what now? $32,000. So $32,000 in actual take-home money. Yeah. Give him a round of applause. And because of that $32,000, he's done a significant amount of sales too. So it's just this business continues to blow my mind, right? It continues to blow my mind. Just a few months ago, I had no idea who he was. He saw a freaking ad on most likely Facebook, clicks it, opts in for the free thing. buys the $3, $4 thing, takes a couple of the upsells, doesn't take the $1,000 Master of Enrollment upsell, goes and enrolls and takes the duplicate day, $5,000. Within 30, 45 days, he then, because there's an affiliate program, Earn While You Learn, makes $35,000, not 35 or 32.
It's like 32 to 35.
Okay, let's just go conservative. Let's not $32,000. How many people are here because of Corey? Give him a round of applause, guys. So it really is we're empowering people to go into, now you're actually making videos every single day. You started a little brand, right? Social entrepreneur. So I see your videos, you're uploading videos. And so hopefully today, this YouTube training will help you, you know what I'm saying? Maybe take that to the next level, okay? So that particular funnel that he came through, let's go through some of the statistics, okay? Because I want to break it down for you to get you to understand exactly how this all works. So in the first week of December, we had 367 opt-ins. And you see over in the far left side, it looks like a little bit of the lettering's cut off, but I can tell you what those say. Number of opt-ins, 367, 404, 324, 435, with a total of 1,530 opt-ins throughout that month into that particular funnel. Okay, so 1,530 opt-ins. Now, a lot of this other information is just information that we track in-house, like number of applications, so people who filled out applications, coaching applications that came through there. The important numbers I have an arrow on. The total revenue for that funnel that month was $40,511.15. Okay. Now, when I tell you that initial front end funnel, so that's the lower price products, and in that particular funnel, we were selling simple sign up system for $3.95. We were selling network marketing launch formula for. We had a traction code as an order bump, $19.95. Then we had network marketing launch formula for $47. The upsell rate on that network marketing formula at $47 was always like about 40%. So that's why we know that really that $47 upsell number really works real well. And then we sold story selling formula for $197 on the back end as well. So those were the break-even components of that funnel. Those were the products that you saw when you immediately first came through the funnel. You would buy the simple sign-up system, and then you would see 1 upsell, 2 upsell, 3 upsell. And that's why I asked if anybody did not know what a one-click upsell was yesterday, and I explained that to you guys. You remember that? Where you buy something, when's the best time to sell somebody something? When they just bought something else. Now, let me relate that to something else. Do you know when you go through a grocery store and you come up and they got all that shit there? And it really is shit. I mean, it's the 5-hour energies, it's the candy bars, it's all that kind of stuff. They know because you're in buying mode. The Inquirer magazines and all that stuff, they know that you're in buying mode. And that's the best. And obviously, if something's there, if an ad is still running, you know it's successful. And have you guys, some of you older folks in the room, has that always been the case with cash registers? They've always been there. So that is an obvious, effective upsell, folks. Okay? So that's why those front-end upsells. So in this funnel at $40,000, if you look right below that, you'll see the number $11,916.30. That's how much we spent on advertising. Okay? But if you go back up a couple of lines and you look at that $13,037.15 number, that's how much came from the online funnel. The rest of that money that made up that $40,000 came from our back-end telesales. And that was the majority of the money. So the front end, what the front end did was the front end just paid for our advertising cost. Is this making sense to everybody? The front-end products were our break-even products. Now, the reason why most people fail at internet marketing is because they don't understand this concept right here, and that's why they can't make their paid advertising work. Is this valuable? Okay. That's why they can't make their paid advertising work, is because they're just running a funnel, or they get involved in affiliate opportunities. Or, for example, why are most people never able to really scale or advertise network marketing companies, although we're now in this age to where social media is, it's an obvious no-brainer, right? But unfortunately, there's a lot of companies in direct sales who don't really understand the power of the internet. So they don't really know what to do with people who are marketing online, right? But the reason oftentimes why you can't scale businesses that don't have a bigger back end is because if I was only driving traffic into these front end sales, I wouldn't have made any money. I would have. Typically, most marketers lose money. Even if I would have lost money on that $13,000 that we made back, say I only made back $5,000, and so I lost about $6,000 in that advertising. I still would have made it back because I have a back end. Does that make sense? So the problem why most people can't make money with paid advertising is because even if they lose a little bit of money on the front end, they think, oh my God, my advertising's not working. I'm losing money. But you don't have a premium price back end that's kicking in. Does that make sense? Equivian, did you have a breakthrough, brother? All right, my man. So here's where the you know, I like seeing this. It's like if what would be cool as hell for me is if there was little light bulbs on top of everybody's heads, and as they had a breakthrough, it was like their light bulb went off. It's like, oh, okay, I see you, bro. I see you. Oh, okay, see, give her a round of applause over here. Her light bulb just went off. So what's really interesting, if you want to break this down to the granular level, which is my final arrow down there, we made $26.48 profit for every person that opted in after advertising. Let's really just make sure that we all understand what I'm talking about here. That means that there's a capture page there, okay? And every single time somebody puts their email into the capture page, it's like depositing $26.48 into my pocket. Yeah. Right? Now I want you to imagine if you had a system that was set up that did that for you. Now that's after advertising cost. This is the most transparent I can be with you, showing our internal numbers. These are the reports that Jeff sends me, okay? And it's right here. Every single time somebody enters their email, not bot, just enters their email, it's like $26.48 profit. Okay, welcome back. My hope for you so far is that you've gotten more value just out of this first day than you've got from courses or things that you've paid hundreds or even thousands of dollars for in the past. So I can assure you and promise you that what we have in store for you in the rest of this challenge is going to completely blow your mind and set you up for even more success than I believe that you can even imagine, right? Oftentimes we only know what we know, and sometimes we don't even realize what's possible simply because we haven't done it yet. But I can tell you that I've been there. I've watched personally myself transform my life and my business from something that was struggling and suffering to something that's blossomed and transformed into a lifestyle beyond my wildest dreams. I'm talking about from traveling to training to making money to being able to provide for my family and become completely financially free, right? And also free from time restraints of being places and with people that I don't want to be. Okay, which is one of the most important things I think in life, for us to do what we want with the people that we want to do those things with. So I have a couple of assignments for you here before we get into day 2 of this challenge. First and foremost, if you look below this video, you're going to see your assignment section. Inside of those assignments, I have a questionnaire for you to fill out. This is actually called our DMAC. It stands for Digital Marketing Assessment Quiz. And what we're going to do is we're going to find out exactly where you're at. because the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to actually book a call to receive a customized business plan with one of our business plan advisors here at Legendary. We have a full team of people who their role and their goal is specifically to help you get clear on exactly what you're going to do, exactly what your goals are, and how you're going to accomplish those goals. Now, on that business plan, not only are we going to help you create and clarify your business plan, but I've also got some special bonuses. There's a big yellow document that's sitting here on my desk. It's been sitting here. Maybe you saw it and wondered what it was. Well, inside of this document, inside of this booklet, are a set of scripts and templates, okay, that I want to give to you for free. Throughout this challenge, I'm going to be teaching you several high-income skills, such as lead generation, such as copywriting, okay, such as selling and presenting and even converting high-ticket sales over the phone. But what I want to do for you right up front, because I realize it's very realistic that those skills are going to take weeks, months, and even years. You'll never, ever arrive. You'll always be developing those skills. Me, even today, after 10 years in this business, I'm still developing those skills. But what I want to do is I want to give you a Facebook ads template so you know exactly what a good, effective, high-converting ad looks like. I also want to give you email templates so you can model them or swipe them or utilize them for your own, either as is or tweaking and personalizing them just a bit. I also want to give you sales video scripts to help you to deliver your message and utilize in the various places that you can use video online. Last but not least, I want to give you a phone script that you can use to effectively convert high-ticket sales over the phone yourself or either outsource to somebody who can work for you for a commission. Trust me, these scripts and these templates are going to be extremely valuable to you, not only right away, but also over time. We're going to give all of those to you when you book your call with your business plan advisor to receive your customized business plan. Now, Dave, you might be asking, why are you willing to invest so much in me? What's the catch? Well, here's the catch. And I'm actually modeling this for you because I want to demonstrate exactly what I'm teaching you, is that the reason why I've been successful, the reason why I have the reputation that I do after 10 years in this industry where so many people have fallen off and not been able to deliver and last long term, is that I provide people more value than anybody else in the marketplace. And the reason why I do that up front is because I want to earn your business long term. I want us to be friends, I want us to be business family, and I want to do business with you long term. So here's what I'm willing to do. Invest in you up front and show you and prove to you that our company can actually help you, okay, by not talking about it, but actually helping you. So make sure that you complete your assignments below. Fill out and complete that DMAC, because when you get on your personalized business plan call with one of our advisors, we're actually going to go over that DMAC so we can create a customized business plan for you based on where you're at. And we're also going to show you how you can download all of your scripts and templates to implement inside of your business right away. Hopefully this is exciting for you, my friend. I'm telling you that people have been wanting me to put all of this information inside of a structured and clear process like this Online Business Builder Challenge for a long time. I'm happy to be able to do it. I'm happy that you're here. Complete your assignments below. Put your seatbelt on, because we've really only just begun. I'll see you on the next lesson.
I really wanted something that was going to help people, and ultimately, being selfish, I wanted something that was transferable. As you can see, I'm no youngster, and my goal was to build a business in my second career that I could transfer on to my kids that would give them conditional passive income, or they could utilize the products and services to sell to another, or to use them for income to move on. So that was my goal. So after doing a lot of research and seeing what was there and looking at the products and talking to my coach, actually it's something that I could do, something that made sense. It was very logical in the way it was presented to me. All my skepticism and questions were answered up front. They weren't candy-coated. It wasn't a get-quick-rich scheme. It wasn't something that was going to happen overnight. but it's something that was there, it was logical, ethical, and I can be proud to represent it. And that's what really got rid of my skepticism. It answered all the questions. I'm 65, retired, and frankly, that was part of my interest, is to find a niche that would believe me. As I look to the younger generations, and okay, so everybody's younger than me these days. They're not going to look to me and say he knows a lot about this. I mean, I was born and raised before. I mean, the big deal for me was the fax machine. So, but I live around a lot of folks my age, I have a lot of friends of folks my age, and they're looking for things as well. But they're afraid to try something new, especially when you talk about the internet, because they're just getting comfortable with the iPhone and, Facebook and things of that nature. So my goal was, or is, literally to embrace what I know and help them understand. There's a lot of folks out there, you think they're really doing well, they got a pension, you get Social Security. It's never enough. It's never enough to live the way you want to live. And a lot of us aren't in a